Hey now, hey now. Hey guys, Kurt here with Kurt's Card Care, and I want to do a little live demonstration tonight. And also, throughout the live demonstration, I want to cover a couple of questions I received through Messenger and Facebook and IG over the weekend. And number one, you guys, I just, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you so much for just the support and all the cool questions and the interest. And I don't want to sound too corny, but it's like a dream come true. I love cards. I love our community, and being able to make something and share with you guys like this. It's been a few years coming before I ever would offer something to fellow collectors that I have a ton of confidence in. But I've been working on my sprays and my polish for several years now, and I'm really happy with where they're at, guys. And I feel that, you know, if you have cards with some of the issues I'm going to describe or show, they're going to be able to fix them up. And I'm also going to be very clear on stuff that it's not going to work on. And I'll even give a demonstration tonight. And so up first, guys, I got Chris Paul here, and I was digging. If you guys watched a video from a couple weeks back or a couple days back, I put a Tim Duncan here from the same set from this Absolute 2012-2013. I was digging for Giannis rookies. I didn't find any, but I did find some great cards that I think that will be interesting for an example and a live demo. And I also wanted to do this live too, you guys, because I'm skeptical, honestly, of almost anything that is trying to sell me something. I just think that I got to see proof. I got to see it work. And I realize that my other videos too, I make them uncut. I don't edit them. But I also wanted to do this live just so I can, you know, so I can just put that to rest in case I'm like switching out. I wouldn't want anybody to think I'm like switching out cards or anything. My number one goal, everything else is secondary, is I want happy customers. I want you guys to see results. So right here, Chris Paul. This box of cards I went through had a bunch of splatters and thumbprints on it. I do not see any surfacey scratches or any factory stuff. Maybe a little bit right there. We'll address it. But as you can see, the surface sucks. And this is really what pushed me to develop a product like this. I've said it in other videos, but I went shopping for this product that I make. I figured somebody else made it because, I mean, these cards are our property, and whether you choose to grade them, keep them, trade them, do whatever, you don't want them looking like this. So I am feeling pretty good that I'll be able to clean this mainly with my spray. If we got a couple spots here, I'll show you the polish. We're going to do two cards. We're going to start with Chris Paul, then we're going to do a LeBron. All right? So I'm just going to use my spray, you guys. So cotton square, nothing magic here. These are actually, I think, women's makeup removers. I get them from CVS. CVS is a drugstore in Michigan. I don't know if it's everywhere, but I'm just going to put a couple sprays on here. I'm going to keep the Chris Paul right there the whole time. And we're going to clean it up. Always get your trusty penny sleeve to protect your cleaned areas. And I just did two sprays. And I appreciate you guys watching and hanging with me. If anybody shoots me a question, I'm going to get to it after the live. I'm not looking at a monitor. I'm just looking through my phone here so I can make sure that my demonstration looks good. So I don't know what's on this, you guys. There was on the other card I cleaned, the Tim Duncan, I think it was like Pepsi or something, because everything I cleaned off it was brown. So check it out. I'm just going to go in one direction here. Gentle. Gentle, gentle, gentle. And I developed this, you guys, so it doesn't leave a residue. It doesn't leave colors or scents or stains. It just simply gets the crap off, whatever it may be. I've done a couple demos too with modern cards, because I get a little frustrated too with spending the amount we have to spend on retail packs or a hobby box, and you open it up and sure enough the best card in there will have a faint line or something, and if it's on the surface you can get it off. If it's baked in there, you guys, I'm sorry, I'm not that smart. I have not developed those products yet. And I'm real cautious, you guys, I know what a big deal it is to tamper cards and like try to trick a grading company. I'm not building a business on trying to trick a grading company. I'm trying to build a business on helping collectors like you and I clean up our stuff that we care about and that we like. And that's why these cards were made in the first place, to look great. And sometimes after years and being traded around, they they get scuffed up or they get stuff on them. So you see what I'm doing, guys? I'm just using my penny sleeve to protect my work, and this stuff dries quick. I've tried it all, you know, like breathing on it, and I don't know, I've tried probably everything because I have a very special amount of OCD. When I get into something, I get into it, and I've been into cards. I'm almost 40, and I've been into them for probably 30 years, and I'm a perfectionist about stuff, you know. So I'm talking to card guys. You guys get it. You do the same thing. So my point is, like I said, I'm not trying to build a company on trying to trick a grading company or how to alter a card and pass it through a grading process. I'm trying to help you clean your personal property. Whatever you want to do with it, you can do with it. But when I tried water before, or glass cleaner, or breathing and brushing, I felt like I always would just, like, if I had a smear right here, I would end up pushing it to right here. And then I just got leery, and I didn't want to, like, do it anymore. Like, I don't know if you guys can see this, but this whole strip right here, it's like a light brown on it. So it's doing a really nice job of picking it up. I'm gonna flip this over, because you guys also doing this takes a little technique, you know, and I don't want to, I would hate for somebody to be like, hey man, I put way too much on and I soaked my card or something or whatever, but just take it easy. Just a little dab will do you. So I'm gonna put one more spray on here. And trusty penny sleeve to keep my dirty fingers off there. And it's really, guys, that easy. So like I said, I'm not putting anything on here to hide these smudges or whatever. I'm just gently lifting them, okay? All right, so I'm a metaphor guy, and I've been thinking about my products. I had so many awesome questions and messages throughout the weekend, and keep them coming, you guys. I want to answer all of them for you. And my point of bringing this up was, I want to make sure that you guys can get in and get out and just gently clean the stuff off and not hide it or put a layer of shiny stuff on top of it. This stuff, when I was using, like I said, just a glass cleaner or trying to breathe on it or whatnot, it never worked. It didn't work well at all. But let me pick this up and just give you guys an example. So that's what I'm talking about. And when I say my metaphor here, you guys, like, I kind of look at my stuff as like shampoo and conditioner. It's not like permanent hair dye that's going to change the card completely or anything like that. It's just going to literally get, quote, stuff off of it, and it does a sweet job at that. So there's the Chris Paul, all right? And I did not have to use any polish on that because just my spray cleaned it up. And my shampoo and conditioner metaphor is really, guys, just goes in there, light, cleans it off. And then if I had something sticky on here that I couldn't get, I don't want to rub on it with my spray because it's like a skinny little piece of cardboard, right, man? We don't want to be like rubbing on these things. So like, just take it easy on it. And then when you're done with your cotton square, these things are cheap, you guys, so don't reuse these things. So pitch it when you're done with it. And then if you guys buy a kit for me too, I love these microfibers, so I also include a microfiber. You guys can get a microfiber anywhere you want. You're probably, if you have a nice stack of cards, you're going to be cleaning up a bunch. So I just give you a little starter kit, but I always finish it off with this. Just kind of does the trick. All right, so that's Chris Paul with Kurt's Card Care with just the spray. And I want to try to keep my lives short. You guys always feel like I can talk too much, and I don't want to keep you stuck on here all night. But I'll take a picture of it too. And you guys can even see, like, there might be a little bit more down here. And I can, well, I guess we're live and we're doing this. It's Sunday night. It's card night, right? So let's do it one more time. And do one more spray. And you guys, I kind of expected going into this, my number one comment would be like, can I put this stuff on cards and go get a PSA 10? I don't know. I mean, I can't, I'm not gonna, that's a kind of a scary guarantee to say to anybody. It does take a little technique, practice, 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 you know, like get a feel for it, how it applies and how it goes on before putting it on something that is one of your prized PC possessions. But yeah, that took it right off. So that is just the spray, you guys, and it does a really nice job to the Chris Paul. So like, there we go. So like I was saying, if there was any heavy duty smudges in here or something like that, I'd use my polish, okay? But don't even need to. The spray looks good. That cleaned it up. And that's Chris Paul, all right? So next, you guys, I had people say, hey, would you ever put on an expensive card? Well, sure, let's do it. So one of my favorites, LBJ Topps Chrome. Love this card, right? So let's get it out and let's take a look at it. So again, guys, thanks for joining in and viewing and all the support so far. And I want to give you guys every bit of information I can before anybody buys anything. I would never want you to buy this for one card that has an unfixable like scratch or whatever. Like it's not card altering products, again, it's just card cleaning. And I'm going to show you guys this. This probably goes against every sales or marketing book ever. You know, it's like, if you have a product, it's going to work 100% of the time for everybody and sell it, sell it, sell it. That's not what I'm going for here. So, but I want to show you guys something. So my point is, I'm going to show you where my product does not work. All right. So it's cool, guys. I'm comfortable saying it doesn't fix everything, but I'm going to give you an example here. And I want to be careful with this because this is obviously an expensive card. But let me get this up and I'm going to give you an example. You guys see this? That's a scratch. And it's in the clear coat. This is not a surface scratch, guys. This is a unfortunate scratch. And the card looks great besides that. But I had a couple people say, hey, would you put this on something expensive? You know, will it stain it? Will it hurt it? So without talking too much, guys, I'll give you a little example. Like I love making polishes and cleaning products. Besides being a collector, I'm a guitar player, I'm a car enthusiast. I make my polishes and sprays for cars, guitars, most recently cards. But my point of bringing this up, you guys, is like when you're making a polish for a vehicle or for a guitar, it's okay to put a little oil in it, because when you do that, when you're cleaning a car, a vehicle, obviously it doesn't matter if you put a little oil in a scratch, because it's a totally different ballgame. For my products, you guys, I use 0 oils, only natural products, no abrasives, no scents, nothing. Again, I want to get in and out, and if there's something I can clean on a surface to make this thing just a gem, I'm going to do it. But it does have limitations, all right? So again, I'm going to give you guys an example of what this will not do, all right? So here we go. Lebron, beautiful card. There is a scratch right there that is very obvious. If you guys have scratches, I had a couple guys, I think you guys might even be watching right now, where you sent me pictures of your Brady, and I said, don't buy my product, because I don't want you to be disappointed. I don't want people to say it doesn't work. But so that scratch, you guys, is a little bit deep. However, I'm still going to show you that my polish will go on and go off, and it's not going to affect the card. And I have confidence using my stuff on my personal collection. I would never engineer something and have you guys be the test pilots. As we know, having a clean reputation in cards is super important to develop trust with each other and, you know, trade with each other, buy and sell from each other. So here's my wax, you guys. Use just a little touch. And in my kit, you guys, I give you a little applicator, but we're just gonna do a little touch. And we're gonna go right over that. And trust me, guys, I wish this stuff would pull that, you know, that big old scratch off there, but I want to be real. I want to tell you what it can and cannot do, all right? So, still a beautiful card. I'm still keeping it, and it's going to be mine, and probably passed on to my boys someday, but So I put that on with a circle, guys. I'm going to take it off with a circle pattern with a clean microfiber. Now it does a wonderful job of making it shiny, because that's what it does. But look, you guys, when it comes to a scratch that is in the surface that's heavy like that, it's not going to do it, you guys. And I just want to be honest with you. It's going to work on everything else I gave you examples of. But that stuff, that's where I think that I had a lot of good questions with DM saying, hey guys, if I put this on a card with this deep scratch, like, will it get past PSA? I'm on all the card boards and all the clubs and groups, and I follow all the chatter. And I heard that grading companies use like a some sort of detection to see if cards have been altered. And I'm sure you guys that people have figured out a way to like pack in scars or scratches on cards to, I don't know, just if you used an oil-based wax with oil and wax in it, you could probably pack it in there and it might take it away, but that's a slippery slope. I'm not getting into that. But look, just want to set boundaries, you guys. It's an awesome card, but either with my wax or my polish, if you have deep scratches that I call them feelable. If you can feel it, it ain't gonna do anything. So there's the Lebron. So yes, I do use my product on expensive cards. I'm not afraid of it. I would never ever have you guys purchase something that's not gonna work. But like I gave you the example with Chris Paul, I had that like Pepsi or whatever all over the front of it, made it look great, right? So I want you guys to do this. Send me any questions you have, all right? It's cliche. I can't say try it before you buy it because, you're obviously not here. But I had probably 30 messages this weekend, and probably 10 of them, I said, guys, hey, what you're showing me is pretty hardcore, and it's not a cleaning issue at that point. It's like an altering issue, and just I can't go there. That's not what I'm going to do. But if you guys have something, like another message I loved this past weekend was my buddy Jason, who we connected through Instagram, and he sent me a bunch of before and after pics. Him and his granddaughter actually were going through 90s cards, and he had a stack about that big that he went through and was able to use spray on most of them, a little bit of polish, cleaned them up. He sent me before and after pictures. He said, so I'll warn you guys, it sucks you in. So if you got a big box of cards from growing up that you want to go clean up, it's fun. And like, again, my products are safe and clean. You're welcome to use them. And back to the biggest hot topic and the biggest question is will BGS or PSA detect this stuff? You guys, I imagine if you left it all on there and didn't wipe it off, I mean, sure, it could look like something's on the card, but I developed these to get in and out, clean it, restore it, get it back to shiny, keep it, trade it, sell it, grade it, do whatever you want with it. So again, send me any questions, you guys. If you guys have cards personally that you're like, will this work on or not, send it to me. I would love to take a look at it, and I'll give you my honest evaluation if I think it would work. But if you guys have a stack of like a bunch of cool cards from the 90s, early 2000s that all have like little patina and little oxidation spots and such on them, feel free to purchase my product confidently. It'll help you clean it up. And I'm always here for customer support. This live was fun, you guys. I plan on doing more, and I'll be making more polish this week, more sprays this week, and I'm always going to get them shipped out promptly to you guys. So thanks for the support. Thanks for all the questions. If you guys have any questions, leave them for me. I'll watch this live afterwards. And I appreciate you guys supporting me and the product this far. So happy collecting, you guys. And again, anything that I can do for you. I know this is kind of new. I know that you might have never done something like this before. So it takes a little skill. I just say practice, go soft, go light, practice on a couple cards you don't care for, and if you got little surfacey stuff, look at that. Works like $1,000,000. If you got a sweet card like this Lebron with an unfortunate big O scratch in it, sorry, that's the way it's gonna be, So hope you guys pull some bangers, and hope collecting's going well and the summer's going well for you guys. I'm going to wrap this up. I'll be online tonight for a few hours. Shoot me any questions you have, and I'm always happy to connect. All right, guys, I'm going to check out. I'm Kurt with Kurt's Card Care.